I found 5 profitable KDP niches that are making self-publishers like us hundreds of dollars per day. So if you've been wanting to publish your next KDP book but haven't found any good ideas, this video will give you the exact plan for your next book that go on to earn you hundreds or even thousands of dollars in royalties. And these niches are perfect for 2026. And if you jump on them now, you could start off the new year with a brand new income stream. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first niche we're going to be taking a look at is the funny password keeper book niche. And this is actually a low content niche dominated by self-publishers, because as we can see, all of the top books here are self-published books, including these two right here. This one bringing in over $174 a day in royalties. This one, again, $121 a day in royalties. If we scroll down a little bit more, we can see another self-published book doing about $83 a day in royalties. So there are several self-publishers making thousands of dollars per month in this niche. If we take a look at the book listing, we can see that they're bringing in tens of thousands of dollars in revenue. And many of these books have been published quite recently, with this one only being published about 6 months ago. If we take a look at what's actually inside of these books, we can see they're very simple, low content books, and that the interiors don't actually have that much content at all. They're just simple spaces for where people can put in their emails, passwords, phone numbers, and contacts. So realistically, what you could do is you could publish 5 to 10 of these books, each with very similar interiors, and create custom cover art for each of the books, because all that really differentiates these books is the cover art. So to kind of demonstrate this, I actually went into litpal.ai and used the book cover generator to generate one of these book covers. And actually, I think it turned out pretty well, and it only took like a minute to do. And the AI actually came up with some pretty funny art. So realistically, I could create a bunch of these covers and reuse the same interior multiple times and have a full brand of these books on Amazon KDP. Plus, with the book cover process automated, I could just pump out multiple of these books per day. Okay, so this next niche is extremely profitable, and that is the coloring book for toddlers niche. And actually, this is a huge sub niche with actually not that much competition, especially comparing it to many of the more popular coloring book niches on Amazon. If we take a look here, we can see these simple toddler coloring books are bringing in hundreds of dollars a day for their authors. Like this one right here, over $224 a day in royalties, and it's a self-published book. Even this one with only 12 reviews is bringing in $18 a day, or roughly maybe about $500 a month in royalties. If we scroll down a little bit more, we can see this other one right here, another toddler's coloring book bringing in $395 a day. So we can see there's absolutely demand for this niche, especially if you can position yourselves differently from the competition. And these books are incredibly easy to generate using AI because they're just simple coloring book illustrations for little kids to color. And I actually went ahead and generated one of these books earlier, so I want to show you what that looks like. So what your book could look like is it could look something like this. Very simple illustrations for toddlers to enjoy. If you guys want to know how to actually generate these toddler themed coloring books, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so the next niche we're going to be taking a look at is the hard Sudoku book niche, or extra hard Sudoku books. Now this niche is actually doing pretty well because it's actually a little bit of a sub niche of the larger large print Sudoku niche. And the reason why these harder Sudoku books are selling well is because a lot of seniors go through these Sudoku books very quickly. They can finish these books in like a week, so they're always looking for more of a challenge. And we can see books with very few reviews are doing quite well. Like this one, only 12 reviews, doing several $100s a month. This one, only 45 reviews, doing about $1,000 a month from their hard Sudoku puzzles book. And these books can very easily be generated using AI, and you could easily publish multiple of these and dominate this niche, especially since there's barely any competition. And if we check KipScout, KipScout has actually verified the hard Sudoku book niche as profitable, so we know that if we publish a book in this niche, there's very low competition and high demand. And just to show you how quickly you can generate these books, I'll create one really quick. I'll call this hard Sudoku for seniors. I'll make the difficulty level hard, of course, and then number of pages, we'll do 200 puzzles, and then we'll do 1 puzzle per page. Then I'll press create Sudoku book. I'll just go ahead and press view here on my hard Sudoku book. And from here, I'll be able to view all my puzzles, as well as I'll be able to view and customize the solutions for my book. Now, once I want to actually download my entire Sudoku book, all I'll press is export PDF right here. And here I can actually export the entire formatted book ready for KDP. So I'll select 8.5 by 11 as the page size, and then I'll include a welcome page, a this belongs to page, and a table of contents page in this book. And then for the page border, I'll go ahead and choose dashed. I'll press export PDF. And just like that, we'll have a fully formatted Sudoku book complete with a welcome page, a this belongs to page, and a pre-formatted table of contents full of our Sudoku pages that we generated using AI. And this is really one of the fastest ways you can publish books to Amazon KDP because you don't have to do any of the formatting or the interior generation. The AI actually does it all for you. Okay, so the next niche we're going to be taking a look at is the Valentine's Day kids books niche. And this is actually super lucrative because Valentine's Day is actually right around the corner. As of recording, we're just at the end of 2026, which means that Valentine's Day is only about 2 months away. And if we scroll down a bit, we can see that some self-published books in this niche are doing pretty well, even though it's actually not even Valentine's Day yet. And if we scroll down here, we can see this one Valentine's Day themed kids book bringing in over $82 a day in royalties. And again, we are nowhere near Valentine's Day yet. And all this book seems to be is a very simple kids storybook about Valentine's Day. Now again, just to kind of demonstrate what this could look like, I went ahead and generated a very simple Valentine's Day themed kids book with this one right here. And using AI, you can create kids books very quickly and pretty easily, especially for small niches like Valentine's Day. And I just went ahead and used the LitPal kids book generator. And as we can see, the characters are consistent inside of these kids book pages. And kids books have actually been one of the most lucrative niches for me on Amazon KDP, as I've actually made thousands of dollars from AI generated kids books on Amazon KDP. And this actually transitions perfectly into the next niche, which is going to be the Valentine's Day coloring book niche. Now, this is actually a perfect niche because this niche actually does sell pretty well year round, but of course, it especially peaks around February because of Valentine's Day. If we take a look over here, we can see several self-published books making over $1,000 or even $2,000 a month from their self-published coloring books. Like this one right here, $76 in royalties per day. Another one, $66 in royalties a day. And this one, $35 a day. So several books doing very well in this niche. And of course, they peak during the Valentine's Day season. And again, they're pretty easily generated using AI. In fact, I would bet a lot of these coloring books are actually created using AI. And again, just to quickly test and show you guys, here's a Valentine's Day themed coloring book I generated here in LitPal, and as we can see, the images turned out very well, sticking to that bold and easy style. And overall, using AI, we can see that it's actually become a lot easier to generate these high quality coloring books in just a few minutes using AI. So if you were looking for a coloring book niche to jump onto, I actually would recommend the Valentine's Day coloring book niche because we know that there's going to be a lot of seasonal buyers around February, and it actually seems to be selling pretty well year round because we saw some of those other self-published books selling pretty well despite it not being Valentine's Day season. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys want to check out litpal.ai, it'll be the top link in the description. In fact, it's one of the easiest and fastest ways to create books using AI for Amazon KDP. If you guys want more videos like this where I go through different profitable niches, give you ideas on how to expand your publishing business, let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys have other video ideas, go ahead and let me know about them. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. And as always, guys, stay publishing.